Two presidents were born on this day. Another died. These and more will be revealed in today's Today in History. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sotonye Afiesimana. If you're a subscriber, thanks a lot for your support. If you're a returning visitor, I appreciate you dropping by once again. Why not subscribe so that you receive updates of my video uploads? If you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel, where I discuss events that have happened in history, significant events that have happened in history, with a view to assessing those events, the negative ones, the positive ones, so that we can make adjustments. For instance, if we saw a negative event unfolding, we would refer back to history, and hopefully the videos that I'm shooting on this channel would help us connect the dots and say, oh, this thing happened a century ago, or 1,000 years ago, 10 centuries ago, and we can say, right, it's about to happen again. What do we do to alter the course of the history that's about to take place in our time? Okay, so today we shall start with this event in 1910. Russian author Leo Tolstoy. Soon to be revealed as we draw down our curtain. So this is famous Leo Tolstoy pictured right here. I'll tell you a bit about him, just in case you haven't heard. His full name was Nikolayev, so Count Lev Nikolayevich Tolstoy, usually referred to in English as Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. He was a Russian writer who is regarded as one of the greatest authors of all time. So this was the day that he died. Suffering from pneumonia, he died of heart failure at the railroad station of Astapovo. He is considered a master of realistic fiction and one of the world's greatest novelists, especially known for Anna Karenina and War and Peace. Oscillating between skepticism and dogmatism, he explored the most diverse approaches to human experience. His works have been praised as pieces of life, not pieces of art. He received multiple nominations for the Nobel Prize in Literature every year from 1902 to 1906, and nominations for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1901, 1902, and 1910. And that he never won is a major controversy. So again, this is Leo Tolstoy, who died on this day in 1910. Russian author of Anna Karenina and War and Peace, amongst many, many others. So a few more pictures of Leo Tolstoy before we move on to the next event on this day. So it's a picture of him there. And then last but not least, his two books, One Piece and Anna Karenina. Okay, 1923, 13 years later, Garrett Morgan. I mentioned him before in one of my previous videos, so go check it out. If I find the video, I'll put a link here, right now. Traffic signal was invented by him on this day in 1923. So he got the patent, He also was known as the guy who discovered and developed a chemical hair processing and straightening solution. He created a successful company based on his hair product inventions, along with a complete line of hair care products. You can see that here from the picture anyway. There's even a sewing machine there, a gas mask, obviously the traffic lights, His full name was Garrett Augustus Morgan. He was born on the 4th of March, 1877, died on the 27th of July, 1963. He was a businessman. He was also a community leader. So he invented, as you can see in the picture, the 3-position traffic signal and a smoke hood, which was a predecessor to the gas mask, which was used in a 1916 tunnel construction disaster rescue. That's awesome. So Garrett Morgan, again, who invented the traffic light signal, the 3-position traffic signal, amongst other inventions, as you can see in the picture, the gas mask, sewing machine, chemical hair processing and straightening solution. So let's move on now to the year 1925. Born on this day, American politician Robert F. Kennedy. Pictured here. He held several positions in the administration of his brother, President John F. Kennedy, and later served as a U.S. Senator before being assassinated on the 6th of June, 1968. Interestingly, the 6th of June, 1945, I think was D-Day. Was it 1939? I'm not quite sure of the dates of the year, but definitely the 6th of June. I think it was 1944, the D-Day landings. That's culminated eventually to the end of World War II. So, if I'm wrong, guys, just drop in the comments below. But yeah, 6th of June is significant in history as well. I remember that date as well for other reasons, other personal reasons, which I'm not going to reveal here. But yeah, so the 6th of June, yeah, Robert F. Kennedy, brother of John F. Kennedy, was assassinated, sadly, on this day. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Kennedy family, they seem to have one disaster or the other before them. Yeah, it's really sad. Anyway, 1942, yes, I did allude to this at the beginning of this video. So Joe Biden, President-elect of the United States, was born on this day in 1942. So he turned 78 today. So happy birthday, Joe Biden. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is an American politician and the President-elect of the United States, having defeated incumbent Donald Trump in the 2020 United States presidential election. He will be inaugurated as the 46th president in January, on the 20th of January 2021. A member of the Democratic Party, Biden served as the 47th vice president from 2009 to 2017. So again, happy birthday, Joe Biden, who turns 78 today. So pictures. Joe enjoying his ice cream there and making a point there. Okay, 1947. The future Queen Elizabeth II married Philip Mountbatten at Westminster Abbey on this day. So happy wedding anniversary to Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip Mountbatten, the Mountbatten-Windsors, celebrating their anniversary on this day, their 73rd anniversary. See if you can find some more pictures. Lovely couple, handsome dude, beautiful lady, aging gracefully. It's amazing how this couple have, lived a very long life. They're both in their 90s now. So happy anniversary to Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. 1957. This is the other president who was born on this day. His name is Goodluck Jonathan, former president of Nigeria. Born in 1957, on this day, he is a Nigerian politician who served as the president of Nigeria from 2010 to 2015. He lost the 2015 presidential election to former military head of state, General Muhammadu Buhari, marking the first time in the history of Nigeria that an incumbent president lost re-election and conceded defeat. Prior to that, he served as Vice President of Nigeria from 2007 to 2010 and in Ulrich Bayelsa State as Governor of Bayelsa State from 2005 to 2007. He also served, I might add, as well, as Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State. So this guy just rose from he had a meteoric rise, becoming Deputy Governor to Governor. I think the Governor died, he became Governor, and the election was annulled or something. I think the Governor must have died. And then selected as a running mate, as a vice presidential, running mate, I think that's what it's called. Became vice president to Yaradua. Yaradua died. He took over as president. So meteoric rise. Who would have thought, that a deputy governor would become president one day? Former university lecturer as well. So Jonathan was born in Ogboya to a Christian family of canoe makers from the Ijaw minority ethnic group. He received a bachelor degree in zoology, second-class honors, a master's degree in hydrobiology and fisheries biology, and a doctorate in zoology from the University of Port Harcourt. That's one of my alma maters as well, the University of Port Harcourt. But obviously, I wasn't a student when he was a student. He's a lot older than me. Okay, so happy birthday, good luck, Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, born on this day in 1957. So, former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, would be 63 years old today. 1969, an interesting thing happened in Alcatraz. These guys here went to Alcatraz and occupied the island, the prison island or the island prison. I don't know which one is the more appropriate one. So Native American activists began an occupation of Alcatraz Island, protesting what they saw as the U.S. government's ongoing economic, social, and political neglect of Native Americans. They were forced off the island in June 1971, so 19 months later. The occupation, which began in 1969, caused Native Americans to remember what the island meant to them as a people. Although the Alcatraz occupation inspired many other pan-Indian movements to occur, it also showed how gender played a part in Indian activism. Interesting. So, pictures of the occupation, 19 months occupation. I like this one. So Native Indians dressed in their attire. Yeah, it's, ladies and gentlemen, Indians welcome United Indian property. I think it was United States property and they removed states and put Indian there. That's very, very funny. Indian land. Anyway, so that was history as it happened on this day in 1969. It ended in 1971. They were forced out in June 1971. And then, last but not least, the president who I told you died on this day. His name is Francisco Franco, ruler of Spain since his overthrow of the democratic government in 1939. Would we refer him to as a president? Well, he was a leader anyway. He took over the democratic government. So he died on this day at the age of 75, at the age of 82, died in 1975 at the age of 82. Full name Francisco Franco Bahamonde was a Spanish general who led the nationalist forces in overthrowing the Second Spanish Republic during the Spanish Civil War, and thereafter ruled over Spain from 1939 to 1975. Wow, so he ruled for 36 years. Ruled as a dictator, assuming the title Caudillo. This period in Spanish history, from the nationalist victory to Franco's death, is commonly known as Francoist Spain or the Francoist dictatorship. So that is the dictator Francisco Franco, who died on this day in 1975. That's him looking old and frail, That's why, when we're young and strong, sometimes we think that we're somehow immortal. Nothing can happen to us. Yeah, but you do get old. So treat people nicely. Be kind to everyone you meet. Young or old, good or bad, fat or slim, black or white, Indian, American Indian, Asian, Aborigine, wherever and whatever they are. Straight, gay, doesn't matter. Be kind to everyone. Okay, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's Today in History. Thank you for dropping by. Thanks for your support. I shall see you tomorrow, November 21st, for another edition of Today in History. Stay safe. Bye-bye.